also becomes 0. So you can see what I've got now. So I have x squared plus 3x plus 2. This is what? A quadratic expression, which I will simplify by factorization to break it to 2. So if I want to simplify it, I will just say x squared. The factor will definitely be 2 and 1. So it will be x squared plus 2x plus x plus 2. And I will dissect this one to this. What is common here? X. X plus 2. What is common here? Plus 1. X plus 2. So I'll have x plus 2, x plus 1. X plus 2, x plus 1. So definitely I have what before? X minus 1. So I will now have x minus 1, x plus 2, x plus 1, x plus 2. So you can see now, I've been able to break this bigger polynomial to what? Simpler form. Then I will now count in. Remember that this one can also be x squared minus 1 squared, because 1 squared is still 1. So I have not violated the fundamental principle of mathematics. So I have x minus 1, x plus 1, then x plus 2. Then this one, I can break it down. This is different of 2 squares, so which will mean x minus 1, x plus 1, then over x minus 1, x plus 1, x plus 2. Look at it now. This one can cancel this one can cancel this. So I have 1 over x plus 2. You can see the way I've been able to simplify a complex situation to what? A simpler situation. That is that on question 15. Question 16 says divide this by this. So we use long division method directly, just like the case of this. So at this point, you can see that most of the questions are structured on the use of what? Long division method to simplify a complex situation to what? A simpler situation. Look at what we have. So we have to divide 4x squared, 4x cubed minus 3x plus 1 by 2x minus 1. So what do? I resolve into what? Long division method. That's 4x cubed minus 3x plus 1. I come here and write 2x minus 1. This divided by this, that's 4x cubed divided by 2x. 2 cancel, 2 in 4, 2. The x in it, that's 2x squared. So 2x squared multiplied by this, that gives me 4x cubed. This multiplied by this, I have minus 2x squared. So I subtract. Look at this time around. This minus this is 0. This one does not have a relation in this equation, in this first one. So that means you are going to just take it as, since it does not have relation, just take it minus 2x squared. What do I mean by it does not have relation? This one is raised to power 2. Is there anything like raised to power 2 here? No. So that means if it does not have a relation here, what we need to do is to just subtract it directly. Since it's minus 2 here, minus 2x squared, and that will become plus 2x squared. So we now start from here. This divided by this, that will give us plus x. This times this, 2x squared. Then you bring this minus 3x down, minus 3x. Then this times this, minus x. So we have this minus this cancel, because you subtract. Then this one will become minus 3x minus x. That's minus 3x plus x, that's minus 2x. Divide this by this, that's minus 1. Minus 1 times this, minus 2x. Bring the last one down, plus 1. Bring this one down, minus 1. Plus 1. Minus 1 times minus 1, that's plus 1. And subtract. By subtracting this one becomes 0, this one also becomes 0. So automatically, when you divide this by this, your final answer, that's 4x cubed minus 3x plus 1 divided by 2x minus 1 will give us 2x squared plus x minus 1. So this is the answer of the division. Now, the next question. Which of the following is a factor of this? How do you know a factor? Just go directly to your options. You see minus 3 plus 3, minus 5 plus. So that means the x will definitely be, x is going to be ranging plus or minus 3, plus or minus 5. So let's try x equals to 3 first. So you go to this expression, this quadratic expression, and see whether, because before it can be a factor, it must be what? F of minus b over a must be equals to 0, according to factors theorem. So if this is going to be a factor, and if this x equals to 3 is a solution of this, then x minus 3 is definitely going to be a factor. So let's confirm whether x equals to 3 is a solution. So we have 15 plus, anywhere I see my x, I will replace with 3. This is 3 minus 2 into 3 squared. So this one is what? 9. 9 times this minus 18. This is 21, and this is what? 15. 15 plus this, that's 3, 6 minus 18. It's not a factor because it does not give us what? 0. So let's try minus 3. Let's try minus 3. I have 15 plus 7 into minus 3 minus 2 into minus 3 squared. So here I have 15 minus 21. This is 9. 9 times this minus 18. So this one also cannot be, because the value of negative is more than that of negative. You can see the way it's. Then let's try 5. X equals to 5. Then we have 15 plus 7 into 5 minus 2 into 5 squared. 5 squared is what? 25. 25 times 2, that is minus 50. Then this one is 35. Then plus 15. 15 plus 30. 15 plus 35 rather, that is 50. 50 minus 50 is 0. That means x equals to what? 5. You can see the way I've been able to cross-check this now. If 50 minus 50 is 0. So 50 x equals to 5. Then x minus 5 will definitely, x equals to 5 is a solution of this quadratic expression, while x minus 5 will definitely be a factor. So I will just go there and use to get the other factor. Okay, x minus 5 will now be what? A factor of it. Then, since the question asks us to find the one that will be a factor, so it's x minus 5. So we go to the option and pick the one that correlates to that. So that's x minus 5. So C, option C is the answer. The next question asks us to factorize. The question asks us to factorize this. So in this situation, we are given ax squared, a square x rather, minus b square y minus b square x plus a square y. That's what we are given. So what we do here is to bring those that are similar together. Let's take this one to this region and bring this one to this region. Then I will have ax squared minus b square x plus a square y. This is not ax squared. This is a square y, a square x, b square x, a square y minus b square y. That's what I have. Then what is common to this? Let's dissect this way. So what is common to this? X is common. So I have x into a square minus b square. What is common to this? Y is common, plus y into a square minus b square. Then what is now eventually common to this? A square minus b square is common to a square minus b square. So then a square minus b square is here. A square minus b square is here. So I'll just say a square minus b square. Then what will I be left with? X plus y. So am I going to leave my answer this way? You might not find the answer this way in the option. Really. So you can still break this down into, you know that this one is what? Difference of two squares. Then I can now break it down to a minus b, a plus b into x plus 1. So this is my final answer. You don't see the answer this way, you definitely need it this way. Then the next question says that find the values of p and q such that x minus 1 and x minus 3 are factors of this. So this is also testing factors theory. So if these ones are factors of this, automatically the f function of this must be equals to 0. So what are we going to do now? So since the function, let's say our function is f of x, and it is what? Px cubed plus qx squared plus 11x minus 6. So now, since we are told that x minus 1 is a factor, then x minus 1 equals to 0, then x equals to what? 1. So I can try f of 1. F of 1 will be p into 1 cube. Anywhere I see x, I will replace with 1. Cube into 1 square plus 11 into 1 minus 6. Everything will be equals to what? 0. Take note of that because it's a factor. So it will be p, because 1 times 1 times 1 is 1. 1 times p. 1 square is 1. 1 times this cube plus 11 minus 6. So at the end of the day, I will have p plus q. And this one is what? 11 minus 5. And not 11 minus 6, that is plus 5 equals to 0. And which implies that p plus q equals to minus 5. I can call this equation 1. Also, x minus 3 is also a factor, which means x minus 3 equals to 0, then x equals to 3. That means f of 3 will also be p into 3 raised to the power 3. Anywhere I see x, I will replace with 3 this time around. Plus q into 3 squared plus 11 into 3 minus 6. So what's 3 raised to the power 3? That's 27. So this one becomes 27p. Plus 3 squared, 9. 9 times q, 9q. This one, 11 times 3, that is 33 minus 6 equals to 0. So I will have 27p plus 9q. 33 minus 6. That will definitely give me plus 27 equals to 0. Then I'll have 27p plus 9q equals to minus 27. 9 can divide through. Divide this one by 9. I will have 3p.